Hello and welcome back to Children's Reading Cove. Are you ready to keep learning about ancient Greece and the Olympics? Let's dive into chapter 2. This chapter is all about religion and the beliefs that the ancient Greeks held about the higher powers. Religion was a big part of Greek life. Greeks worshipped many different gods. They imagined the gods looked and acted like humans with special powers. They told stories about the gods' adventures. These stories were called myths. The Greeks believed there were 12 major gods. They thought these gods lived at the top of the tallest mountain in Greece. It was called Olympus. The Greeks believed the gods lived happy lives on Olympus. Everyone thought they rested all day and ate wonderful food called ambrosia. Religion. 12 major gods lived a good life on Mount Olympus, ate ambrosia. People believed the gods punished them when they were angry. To please the gods, people honored them with gifts and prayers. Families often had altars in the house. They prayed to their favorite gods for protection. Temples. The Greeks built temples for the gods. Temples were often the largest buildings in ancient Greece. Many were very beautiful. Each temple had a statue of a god inside. Some temple statues were 40 feet tall. That's as tall as a school bus standing on end. Sometimes the statues were covered with gold and ivory. This is the temple of Hephaestus in Athens. And this is the statue of Athena. Festivals. The Greeks held festivals to honor the gods. A festival was an exciting event. People often traveled to the festival from miles away. They walked to the temple in lines called processions. They brought food, animals, and other gifts to offer the gods. Annie says, sometimes men and women had separate festivals. Jack is taking notes. People often carried their offerings of wool and fruit in baskets or hung on branches. When they arrived, they sometimes washed the temple statue. Then they put new clothes on it. Festivals often included sporting events. Greeks believed sports honored the gods. People also danced and made music. They believed all these things made the gods happy. Jack and Annie say, turn the page to meet some of our favorite gods. Zeus. Zeus was ruler of the gods. He was god of the sky, clouds, and rain. When Zeus was angry, he hurled thunder and bolts of lightning down to earth. Zeus rewarded people who pleased him. But if someone made him mad, watch out. One of Zeus's enemies was named Atlas. Zeus made Atlas hold up the sky on his back forever. Zeus's wife was Hera, but he fell in love with many other women. He always tried to hide his other loves from Hera. The Greeks believed that when the oak leaves rustled, Zeus was talking. Annie says atlas is also the name for a book of maps. Hera. Hera was the goddess of marriage and married women. She was very jealous of Zeus's girlfriends. Their fights made the heavens shake. Hera never forgave the women Zeus fell in love with. She spent all her time getting even with them. One time, Hera was looking for Zeus. She thought he was with his girlfriends. She was distracted by a beautiful girl named Echo. Echo was laughing and chattering. As Echo talked, the girls managed to slip away. Hera got very angry at Echo. She forbade her ever to speak her own thoughts. Instead, poor Echo could only repeat the last word someone said to her over and over again. And Jack says, our word echo comes from this myth. Echo, echo, echo. Poseidon. Zeus had a brother named Poseidon. He was a god of the seas. Poseidon lived in a palace under the sea. He always carried a trident. When he was angry, he would hit the water with it. This caused terrible earthquakes, storms, and drownings. In one myth, Poseidon got angry when the Greeks lost a war. The soldiers tried to return to Greece on ships. Poseidon sent a huge storm over the ocean. The storm wrecked all the ships. Sailors always thanked Poseidon when the seas were calm. Annie says, a trident is a three-pronged spear. There it is. Aphrodite. Aphrodite was the goddess of love and beauty. Some myths said she came from foam in the sea. Aphrodite was so charming that no one could resist her. Flowers sprang up when she walked through the fields. The waves laughed when she passed by. Aphrodite is always shown with a smiling face, but she caused problems among the gods too. She made them fall in love with her when they shouldn't. Her special bird was the dove, and her tree was the myrtle. Jack says Aphros means foam in Greek. Athena. Athena was Zeus's daughter. She was one of his favorite children. He let her carry his shield. Athena was the goddess of wisdom and the arts. She was also the goddess of war. But Athena's main job was as protector of Athens. Poseidon had wanted Athens for himself. Athena got the city instead, and Poseidon was angry. He sent a huge flood, but Athena refused to give the city up. It is also said that Athena tamed the first horses. The owl was her favorite bird, and the olive tree her special tree. Phoebus Apollo. Zeus was also the father of Phoebus Apollo. Phoebus means shining and bright in Greek. Phoebus Apollo was usually just called Apollo. Apollo was a beautiful god with shining golden hair. He was the god of the sun, healing, music, and poetry. Apollo carried a silver bow and raced his chariot across the sky. He often played music for the gods on his golden lyre. The dolphin, wolf, swan, and crow were Apollo's favorite animals. The laurel was his special tree. Jack says, a lyre is a harp-like instrument. And there it is. End of chapter 2. We'll see you back here soon for chapter 3.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.